I love this movie so much.
So do I. So does he.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a perfect movie.
What?
I
was not expecting
Even
that.
I love you,
was bracing
Cavalier.
myself a little bit.
I was bracing for
I was
impact.
like, the hit's coming.
Okay, maniac. Stuntman's crazy.
By the end of it, it felt like a big inside joke that the audience is like in on.
And that
like
was
that you
the
said
intention, that you were kidnapped into this madcap world of making a movie, and that you weren't excluded from all of the inside jokes.
Well, because it's also like, I think we felt like everybody's already a filmmaker anyway. Everyone in the audience makes their own content. Everyone knows what's up. Like, we all know. There's no need to pretend anymore. It's not like we'll just acknowledge that we all know how movies are made.
That there is no illusion.
People are all filmmakers, and so it's just. I'm glad you said that, because that's sort of how we wanted to approach it. Just like, these aren't really inside jokes. I mean, we're all in on the joke. To set an action film within the world of the people who make them, is just sort of like, of course. Like, they're capable of doing it because they are the ones that do it. So it just sort of it was such a, I mean, it just even that. And then, of course, like, the opportunity to acknowledge stunt performers and just what they contribute. And it's just, they risk more than anyone on a film set, and they get none of the credit.
It feels so nostalgic, it feels like the movies that brought you to the theater in the first place as a kid. It's like all those big action epics, right?
Yeah.
Where, for me, one of the hallmarks is when the landscape is its own character and we're setting it against Sydney, Australia, the Opera House.
Yeah, insane. The bridge. I mean, the bridge section in itself was making real-time news while Ryan was shooting it. I mean, that's just cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the same time, you're making this love letter to Hollywood. Were you also airing some grievances?
There are a few little like jabs in there about, obviously not being recognized, the not being an award, the Academy Award for stunts. I mean, they're tongue in cheek. I mean, I think that's something that we're all working towards in a real positive way, and the Academy's been so supportive, in the last couple of years that it feels like there's a really clear path and it could happen soon. I'm glad you said that because, Ryan and I and Kelly really wanted to make this a love letter to not just stunt crews and the people that make movies, but people that love big popcorn movies. And so we did think a lot every day of like, what would the audience want?
Yeah.
And would they like to laugh here? Would they like to cry here? Can we make them feel all these different emotions and get away with it? Because that's the type of movie I like to go to the theater and see and like really go on a journey. So every day we thought about the audience, we really did. And it was sort of like, how do we make this one for the popcorn crowd so they can really appreciate it?
I didn't walk in expecting your bestie chemistry with Ryan to be so.
This is insane, man.
I think we all need that. I think we all need one of those ride or dies that's like, okay, I'll do it. I got your back.
Was that immediate?
It was very immediate for me because I've always been such a big admirer of Ryan, my entire life. So I've been watching him since Young Hercules on Fox and watching all of his work and, what do you want? What do you want?
What do you want?
So getting this opportunity, then seeing him on set the first day, I led with compliments. I was like, you're so good looking, man. that was his response. I did. And that was his response. It's like, stop it, man. Get out of here. What do you want to do in this scene, man? And I think, that kind of just like fun playfulness also translates on screen, because you feel comfortable risking.
Whereas I went for the opposite, I think, because I knew that Gail had to be just a self-serving a-hole. Yeah. I was just a bit like, you're not all that.
Dead body on ice.
He was so dead, Gail. He was super dead.
It was really lovely that David and Ryan, that first scene that I shot is in Gail's trailer. I was still so jet-lagged I didn't know where any of my molecules were around the world. And they were so playful and encouraging to let me find her with them. And I wanted to constantly keep that barometer of the humour and her being a revolting, self-serving pig vomit. So I'm really thrilled that you saw that, because that's what we all have, isn't it? There are moments.
Yeah.
Tom Ryder, the biggest action star on the planet.
is missing. You need to bring him back.
Why me?
You're a stuntman.
Nobody's gonna notice you. That's your job. No offense.
I mean, some taken.
I can't believe you cast Aaron Taylor Johnson as the biggest action star in the world.
Tom Ryder.
And then right as the movie's about to come out, the
they're
bomb
talking-
casting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that look, he would be an amazing James Bond. I'll just go on the record. Like, I've never gotten to do enough action with Aaron, which is crazy. Like, we've done Bullet Train, and now we've done The Fall Guy. And what I really want to do is an action movie with him because he's such an incredible athlete. Like, Aaron is awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get that opportunity soon, and I'll get to direct Bond. No, I don't know. Like, we'll see.
I was realizing that at some point your character is doubling for Aaron's, and then in the reality of the set, you both have doubles.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds like this weird stuntman inception. How many duplicates?
It's like a Matryoshka doll. Of just
Yeah.
Space cowboys.
Yeah.
So much
One
gold
smaller
laminate
after the
around.
other. Yeah, but that was so fun because I've been on sets where we're not acknowledging that, and it's just sort of like there's 10 of the same character, and it's just such a strange thing anyway. So to finally get to like actually work it into a film was so fun.
Was it always Momoa?
No.
What were the other names that were thrown around?
I don't want to say because I feel like I reached out to a lot of people and friends, and it was really came down to, we were shooting in Australia, and it was like, it's hard to ask people to come down for a one-day cameo, but what was great with Jason, and he was in New Zealand shooting his television show, and when I reached out to Jason, he's like, dude, I'll hop on a plane right now, it'd be fun, let's chew it up, and he did, and he flew in that morning. We shot all day, and then he flew back that night so he could shoot the next day on his TV show that he was producing. So he's a good friend, and we go way back to his first Conan movie.
Oh yeah. You had a pretty sick fight scene in the trailer, right?
So good.
And it was
What about
kind
the
of
binder in the throat.
Yeah, it was kind of goofy
That was
too.
your favorite move.
What?
That
You
was your
just
favorite
sold
move.
it. You got to do just a straight action.
I would
film.
love to.
She's
I mean,
a good,
I do
so-
love a fight scene. I love a fight, especially with a big alien.
A movie about fight scenes where you like, yeah, I better have a fight scene.
Yes, and I love the confinement of it being in the trailer.
And use
It
the
was just-
smoothie blender. Use the bullet at some point.
I wrap
the
it around
cord,
his
you
neck,
choke. It's amazing.
and then I hit him over the head with it. I mean,
and a pen.
Yeah, it's
Finish it
it's
off with a pen.
So tough.
You need the pen.
My favorite bit is at the end of that, where you're on the floor and I come in with the pen, and then you're like this, and then your thumb goes up. Your
yeah,
alien
yeah.
thumb. It's so good.
One last stunt. Going down in a blaze of glory.